I have two emails, two screens. Let me show my face, because the face that you see there, it's a younger me. Here I am, Dr. Manyaka, your lecturer, so that you match the face to what I'll be saying. To save your data, I'm going to close the camera and start presenting. Right, I really appreciate your effort to be here. I know we are so many, we are supposed to be more than 100. Ntombi Ziningi, can you lower your hand? Now, today we are going to just present what I wanted to present the other day. I'm going to share my screen. And Mr. Mangwato was there the other day, but couldn't come today. He wanted to, but due to family commitments, he could not. So which means that I'll have to talk to some of the issues that he wanted to address. I'm going to start with, all right, yes, I want to, yeah, that's my photo. I want to start here. It's important that you know that how do you communicate and who do you communicate with. So I'll just go there. I'm not sure if my colleagues are here. This year we are working differently. We have got agents. These are assistant teachers. They're the assistant academics. We have Miss Balati and Miss Tabete. Most of your scripts will be marked by them. And me, we don't know how we are going to cope. That's why we really want you to be placed as soon as possible, because grade one, assessment one is going to determine how many papers we're going to mark. So you are still corresponding with me, but don't be surprised if they can post any activities, etc. My email is here. imanya@unisa.ac.za, and then my phone number is 0124296521. Between 8 and 16 hours, I don't advise calling, because we won't have an audit. Maybe you've discussed something with me very important. I said you can go ahead and do it. And only to find you are too many. I won't remember. I don't even have this module alone. Only I do have other modules. And when the time comes, you say, Dr. Manyaka agreed. There's no proof. But when you write an email, whether I say, yes, you can go ahead, you do attach it to your portfolio or assessment, so we don't have issues. Now, I'm going to start with the issue of communication. All communication, as I said, comes to me. And then anything that has to do with teaching practice office. What is teaching practice office? They are the ones that are doing administration, your placement, your supervision. Whether you are not able to get hold of your supervisor, I'll explain a little bit why sometimes you don't get hold of a supervisor. Anything that has to do with the administration part of it, but anything that deals with content, an assessment, and why you got 0, and that's during the year. But after exams, you go to why you got 0, you go to exams, and they are going to explain that. But in the year, anything that has to do with content, that's why it's important to get to the student forum. I was busy, as I speak to you, I'm in the Popo doing face-to-face visiting students, but I also check the student support. Do go there and post. Other students will answer you, but I also come in. Now, then I'm going to talk to compliance assessments. I'm going to talk a lot about grade R because I've got a lot of theories about it. And I look at frequently asked questions, supervision, and also frequently asked questions about supervision. Some of them will come from you, and any clarity seeking questions. So I asked Mr. Mawatu to give me a few points that he was going to ask, but now because it was late, we couldn't do. I couldn't include it on my presentation. Just sent it now. The issues that he wants me to talk about, let's just pass here. Go to the discussion forums, query forums, please, and use my live email all the time. I'm surprised if for the first time I have level 4 students who still use private emails. I'm shocked. I've never had that. I don't know what happened to you. There's a book that says what happened to me for people who grew up having trauma. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But please use my live email all the time. And it must be very clear what the issue is all about. I try my best. I try my best to answer emails as much as I can. Now, teaching practice, remember all administrative matters should go to Mr. Mawatu on this email. I still see students who sent to teach prac. Teach prac has never been for correspondence. It's an automated email that sends a confirmation letter to you. It also sent to me all students that I must supervise. That's all what happens, nothing more, nothing less. So if you send a question through a query through Teach Prac, it will bounce back. And I'm surprised even if it has bounced back, people still, I'm going to mute people who are causing us problems. I'm not sure who this is. Christina. I'm going to disable you. Unfortunately, you won't be able to unmute yourself. Now, the Teach Prac is automated when you go online. When you go online, Teach Prac email, when you apply for placement, it will send you, it's an automated email. But also for me, when I have to have students that I'm going to supervise, it comes from Teach Prac. It's like an AI. You can't talk to it. And then just remember that assessment 1 is an admission requirement. And I'm so nervous on your behalf. So far, we only have 600 students who are placed. If you are not placed, we are not going to have an extension. As long as you are registered by now, you should have submitted assessment 1. Supervision is compulsory, and if you are not supervised, you will fail. 30%, all of the 30% for year mark comes from your report. Can you think of you only competing for 70% that comes from the 2 portfolios? And attendance register is on assessment 2, 3, and 4. The one that's on 3 is for 2 weeks, or the one on 4 is for 3 weeks. The assessment 2 is all the 5 weeks. If you don't want to bother people with them resigning, you can simply combine the 2, but in assessment 2, we expect the whole 5 weeks. And then if there's no register in assessment portfolio 3, assessment 3 portfolio 50, and assessment 4 portfolio 51, we no more call them portfolios. Unfortunately, we are not going to mark. We've been taken to lawyers, ombudsmen. It fails because we are being audited. When the DHET come and audit us and find that we made you pass without a register, the question is, how did you know the student went to school? So it means you guys are bypassing. They might withdraw the program. Can you imagine all the people who graduated, I don't know how many years, 3 or 5 years ago, they disqualify the program. It must be 5 years because it takes 5 years. Don't do that. So we don't compromise. That's why some lecturers were not understanding. They say, why are you putting the register in front? I'm trying as much as possible for you guys to see it and be able to complete it. Don't make that mistake. So I'm going to read what Mr. Mangwatu said. Remember, I said the first thing that we're going to discuss are issues that comes from the administration part of your module. He says that students must be aware it is their full responsibility to do their online placement. You don't send the principal's letter, the school principal's letter to Mr. Mangwata and say, place me. If we have challenges, explain what the challenges are, because the steps are outlined in tutorial 102. And some of you even sent to me. That's why I'm saying this year, I'm seeing things that I've never seen. I'm seeing flames. Some of you sent it to me. You go to tutorial 102 and go follow those steps and apply. If you don't find a school, who do you talk to? Mr. Mangwat. Don't just say I spoke to teaching practice coordinators. You must speak to Mr. Mangwat because he is a dedicated teaching practice coordinator. I have meetings with him. I check the number of students that are placed. When you have a problem and you don't get a response in a week or two, you still write to me and to him and copy me. So I'm able, those who did that, they know I respond and say, please urgently attend to this matter. So know that you go online and apply. Now, when you are going to school, those who started now, we're sending letters from the principals asking him to load. I ended up telling him, you mustn't do that. What were you doing all along? By now, whether you're going to go through the last 10, you should have applied for placement. That's why I don't understand why we are still having less than 1,000, just above 500. We still have 2,000 students who haven't been placed. And the director said this year he wants students to pass, but he doesn't care. If you didn't submit your confirmation letter with assessment 1, you are out. You still go through teaching practice, but it won't help. At the end, these are two different systems. We'll go to teaching practice, and then when you go there, you are going to, unfortunately, you are still going to have to fail because you have sent. I don't understand how you guys have gotten in, and some people are saying they can't get the invite. I'm not sure. Let me just send. Sorry about that. So the first thing is take responsibility and make sure you are placed, as I'm still reading from what he said. And then once the placement is received by the office, we will confirm the school and the dates should be according to the requirements of tutorial 2. Who's this now? I don't know whether he's in a car or he's in a taxi. Kindly mute. All right, thank you. No, it's not muted. And I can't see them. I'll end up muting everybody. And now I want to talk to you. I want you to respond. Right. Another thing is, if you don't find a school, also contact Mr. Mangwatu to say, I have this school. Sometimes we have schools that look like the same names, and you find they've placed you in, maybe you clicked a wrong one or whatever happened. He's able to correct that. They say you must make sure if you don't find a school on the system with the help of the he can only assist with placement once you don't find a school on the system with the help of the letter from the principal. Now, Student must make sure the email Mr. Mangwatu in relation to placement for TPF 3704. And don't ask me the email because I won't give it to you. I send it to announcements to your quick mail, which comes to your email, and also is there in tutorial 102. So I will not assist you, but I have it here. You can open this presentation because I'm going to send it to you. And then if you need to change schools or dates, you should email him as well. He has the dates. Others are saying the dates are not the same. I'm not sure what you mean. I'll post it again. Ne? Then another thing is I asked him about, I wanted him to address different schools. I see another one. I don't know whether it's from the chats. It says, he says, if you need to change schools or dates, you should also speak to him, Mr. Mangwat. It is also possible to do practicals at 2 different schools. I get a lot of emails on this issue. Some schools don't have grade R. You are doing grade R in another school. That is also possible. But you need to email him and bring and send all the 2 letters. You must get one from the the one principal and the other. He will make sure that he places you into schools. Who's this person who's unmuted? We don't want to fill up our recording with calling people to order. Can you mute? Right. This is all from Mr. Mangwatu. When you have 2 schools, also write to him with the 2 letters. That's the only time where he can help you with placement. Otherwise, do it yourself. As I was saying, many students sent at the eve of going to school and they started complaining to me. And you send the letter. Do you know how long it takes? He must load you one by one, and others are saying Mr. Mangwatu doesn't answer emails. When he doesn't, when I speak to him, there's usually reasons, and he tells me about them. Now I'm going to get into the module itself. Assessments. We've got assessment 1, 2, 3, and 4. Assessment 1 is just school information and proof of placement, but this makes you fail. Because if we don't have proof of placement, this is why it's an admission assessment. Without proof of placement, it means you didn't go. The system closes you off when it closes assessment 1. Don't wait for assessment 1 to close. As I told you, we don't have assessors or markers this year. So the sooner we get them and start marking, the better. But also for you to be more than assured that you are going to work hard and whatever you've worked hard for, the system will allow you to load. It doesn't have marks because management said what is most important is the supervision report, and they gave it what? 30%, meaning that the whole 30% relies on your supervision. So don't play with supervision. Make sure it happens. And if the one thing that I want to tell you, I want to talk about the supervision issue. At the beginning of the year, we are still training supervisors. They are still contracting external supervisors, though most of our students are going to be supervised by us as lecturers, but you are too many. Some of you are going to be supervised by other academics from other departments and also external supervisors. So when we are still, even internal supervisors, we train them every year. So when we are still training them and you've already applied for placement, you'll find that the confirmation just say internal or says Mr. Munyaku, Miss Munyaku, or those are teaching practice coordinators, because the confirmation letter cannot be released without your I'm going to ask that people don't record, please. Do not try to record because you're going to cancel the whole recording. the recording is going to be available. There are people who try to record, especially those that are not in the meeting. And if you see any recording, please tell me, because it's going to make us not to get any recording for this. So if you see anyone recording, Ms. Mbalati, just check the names. If you see any red dot, tell me, because I'm going to take this person out of this meeting. Right. Because I see it's already saying 2 hours and we've just started. It means somebody was recording. Can you check for me, Ms. Mbalati and Ms. Tabete? Do you see any recording somehow?
For now, no.
Okay. Please don't. You're going to spoil the whole thing. You won't have anywhere to go to. It's going to be a problem. Bridget, are you asking a question? Someone is chewing and they are... No, okay. You are not muted and someone is chewing. I don't know if it's you. Don't do that. No, it's not Noble. Noble, I saw that. Bridget, why is your hand up? Muloko, why is your hand up? Okay, I'll disable. Yeah. Machaji, this is out of order. I don't know why you're doing that. I'm going to give you a chance to ask questions. I don't know why people are raising hands. I'll lower them and they won't be able to do this. Others are saying the meeting is not allowing them to enter. I don't know what's happening, and this is wasting our time. I've allowed everybody to enter. I didn't say we are going to let anyone in. Right. I've spoken about assessment 1. Now I'm speaking about assessment. Ms. Mbalati, also check if there's no OTI, this AI recording things. Check that as well. You will see it's not a name, it just shows the OTI. And then assessment 2 is only the assessment, the attendance register and the supervision form. Attach all of it, not only marks, not only the page with marks or the first page. If I don't have the whole report, it's a 0. Can you imagine when you've been supervised, you've got that mark, and any mistake on the supervision form, you mustn't worry about. We cannot penalize you. We're just looking at the mark, but it must be the whole report. You are not the one who completed it. Assessment 3, it has a declaration, a register grade 1 and 2. And then assessment 4 has got a declaration register and the lessons that are from grade 2 and 3. And grade 3 has 2 weeks, 10 days. Remember, assessment 1 is very important. It's for admission. Some people, after they failed the module, they are saying, I've been calculating, I passed assessment 1, and you are surprised how much I explain this, that there's no mark, but it's your ticket to assessment 2. Now, the system will block further submissions, even though you go, the teachers will still give you a supervisor, you'll still go to school, you come back, you try to load, it has kicked you out, unfortunately. Any other activities that happen in the year will not be affected, meaning that you'll still go for teaching practice, go do those days, and you come back and you are not able to load. Last year, we were able to negotiate with management and say anyone who submitted assessment 2 can still get access. This year is not so. I'm just emphasizing so that it doesn't look like I'm repeating. I'm repeating because there's no chance. They told us. Right. Assessment 3 and 4, procedure and structure. Remember the lessons that I get. Some students are saying it's not aligned to. Some students are saying it's not aligned to. Charity, can you mute? People are muted. I'm going to go and mute everybody. I'm going to mute everybody if this is what you're going to do. Some people are saying the theme is not aligned to the school, there's this and this. Remember, these lessons are from your theory modules. In other words, FLT, Tato, mute. The let's say is FPT 371 or HLT 371, LSK, all those. That's where I get the lessons. But we just use them as a guide. When you go to school, you align with what is happening. As long as you would not be at the space of mathematics, write a file lesson, then that will have a problem. But you align to the theme that is at the school. It's just guiding you. If you see there are instructions that are sort of guiding you on how to do it, align with the themes in the school and replace the one that is on the guided theory module. And then, but the content should be as aligned as possible. Let's say it was, what is it, shared reading. If the theme has changed, but they're still teaching, doing shared reading, do continue with shared reading, but aligned to that theme. Don't move very far. And refer strategies, approaches to level relevant theory modules. Because I once taught FPT 371, I decided to, because management said we must allow you to reflect. You will check that at the end of the weeks, there's a reflection. We are going to allocate marks to it, just like a lesson. There you won't get a teacher evaluation form. You are just going to reflect and say, from these theories, if you forgot them, go to your theory module and check, especially if a foundation phase teaching module. Go to the study guide and say, but these theories, what are they saying about teaching? What did I do in this week that aligns to them? What is it that I think I could have taught in line with how they want me to teach, to scaffold or whatever I need to be doing? You don't have to do all of them, but we are saying bring those strategies from your theory modules and try to apply them in the classroom and reflect. If you reflect after a week and you realize my approaches were just something that I seem to be picked from the spaza shops, then try to say, okay, let's see, when I'm teaching language, which strategy will work better? Let me try to put it in practice. Because we want you, when you go back to school, to go and change. You are a new generation. You are a generation that knows how to use different approaches. When now we are going, I'm in teaching practice. I'm telling you, I'm very proud of most of the early childhood learners. Masho, why is your hand up? We sort of see that you are bringing a new thing in the school. If you find yourself doing what your teacher was doing at school or what the mentor teacher, you might be out. Right. And secondly, you must make sure that you refer to the strategies and talk to them when you do the reflection. Assessment 3 and grade R, I'm going to talk about grade R. I'm going to spend a lot of time here. Who has seen what I've posted and the video online regarding grade R teaching? I'm testing now. So it, give you one person. Murutse 3. Only 3 people were able to go on my UNISA to see what I have posted. You guys are going to make my heart stop. Oh, okay, I see. Up to 20. Let's see. One realized they didn't go. They're afraid I can ask a question. So they are changing. Yeah, guys, go there. I did post something very interesting. We are doing this for you. As much as we might be busy, you come first. So when we post, we are posting for you. We are not posting for ourselves. We can lower your hands. Now I'm going to talk through assess grade R. Grade R is integrated, you know that. It's not like when you had the subjects are integrated. It's not like in grade 1 where you'll find mathematics and then you find a language. But in grade R, we have got 3 learning areas. Who can tell me the 3 learning areas in grade R? Three learning areas in grade R. Sihle?
Language, mathematics, and math skills.
Sihle?
Maths area.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mathematics. What else? I said 3.
English and English. Life skills.
Language,
Life
singing
skills,
English,
life skills.
and life skills.
Language
We're talking about
and life
language.
skills
So
and
you mean my,
Life
mathematics.
skills.
thank you. You can close your mics. Now, you can't say English because you mean now when, close your mics, Ruth, Lerato. Guys, okay. This forces me to mute everybody. Bofuane Mavende, you mute your mic, please. We're in trouble. Serious trouble.
Language,
Now,
mathematics, and life skills.
yeah, we are done. Where were you? Yes, thank you, sir. I don't want to fiddle with this since the other day we went through a very difficult situation. So I don't want to fiddle with it and I'll end up kicking you out or us having only no voice at all.
Home language and first additional language.
Yeah, no, not in grade R. Do we have first additional language in grade R?
No,
We
we only have
don't.
like home language. Home language
We
only.
don't. Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Now,
And I said that with so much confidence. Sorry.
okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is a space where we are safe. Right, except that is recorded, of course. Now, we have 3 areas. It's a language area, it's life skills, it's mathematics. When you teach them, they are integrated. Now there comes Dr. Manyaga and say, prepare 3 lessons while they are integrated. What does that mean? You use the same theme for the week. I can't find the person who's unmuted. Tabiso. I come and I say, give me lessons in that week. Others are saying, ma'am, is it 15 lessons? I don't know where they got the 15 lessons because I gave you only 3 templates. But something that I must accept is that the template is too packed and you guys are thinking you have to complete everything and fill everything on that template. It's not so. We just didn't explain properly. So for next year, when we do the lesson, we're going to simplify it. But this means that we do understand that you have a theme. Let's say the theme is my body. When you teach, you do the normal things in grade R. There's the morning ring. And then when you start teaching, you are going to have different activities intertwined. So in practice, you still have an integrated lesson. But what we are asking, and even the teachers have, well, though they're using the ATP, they do plan lessons. You still need to show us that on the day where your focus is mainly on mathematics, how are you going to run the lesson? It's not for the whole day, for that time when you are focusing on mathematics. I'll explain again. You use the same theme for the week, but teach it through different lenses. Those who saw it there, we even showed, asked AI to do a video, and it showed, I can't remember the colors, pink, yellow. You are looking at it from different lenses. You use the language lens, the mathematic lens, and the life skill lens. Today, I went to a classroom. It was my last classroom today here in Groblersdal, Limpopo. Some of you don't know the place. The student was teaching in grade R, and the theme is the 5 senses. You know how beautifully she taught. Her focus became the mathematics, but integrated with life skills and language. So your integration is not the main lesson, but you integrate. She used numbers. She asked them, how many ears do you have? And then how about hands? How many fingers? And she wanted to teach them up to 4. And when she did an assessment, she grouped them. And I'm talking about a class that has got more than 70 learners. So some of you are living soft life. More than 75 learners. There's a group of bananas, apples, I don't know which as well. Others were just coloring the number, the apples. There were 5, and she said, color 4 and write the number at the end. Coloring already, what are we touching on? We are integrating, isn't it? Already coloring is another skill that they're doing, is what is integration in itself. The other one, she gave them a Play-Doh to draw a 4. She was teaching up to 4. And the other group were using blocks. At some point, she said, group them according to colors. So by doing that, she was just teaching mathematics, but you can see where she has combined. And she started with the story. Those who are doing caps, you know, you've got that flyer of a family. And she used that as an introduction. And they were sort of creating sentences. Another student that I saw on Monday is for TPG, the diploma. She's also doing final year. She also did the same. I don't know whether she was doing mathematics. I can't remember because I already saw 12 students now. And she integrated language. She said in Sepedi, I'll explain in English later. She was teaching the 5 senses. At some point, she stopped and said, who can start a sentence with Gibona? Gibona is I see. The learners started talking about an I as a side, but used an I for a sentence. Others just remained within the 5 senses on the chat that she has displayed. Others even went further and say, I see a visitor, she meant me. Can you see how you can easily integrate, even though your main topic was in mathematics? I'll show you where we see the difference. In reality, in the classroom, that's what I posted. If this lessons, these 3 areas are integrated, is integrated activities. You must remind me before the lesson, before we finish, to download the register. Integrated activities, they are integrated. But In assessment 3, we are saying separate them into 3 lessons, but now and again show how it integrates. One activity can include all areas when you are doing it in the classroom. But when you are doing this lesson, we are saying each lesson must show a main focus and then how you are going to bring in. The ones you create, you are integrating with, they cannot be a full lesson. It's just what we do within the lesson. Like when I say that student made them to draw, to fill in the apples with a green coloring, and then write 4. It's still mathematics, but she's able to integrate with other areas. Learning happens holistically in the classroom, but when you plan your lesson, we are going to see conceptual understanding, because your concept, if it's life skills, your concepts are going to be leaning more on life skills that we are teaching. And then we have an example. I didn't want to do 5 sentences because all of you are going to write the same lesson as I've shown. But I know you are clever. You won't do that. My body. Language is vocabulary. They start. So in other words, when you do your morning ring, most important, I think I have a slide. Your morning ring must also talk to what you're going to focus on. So also when you're going to do a song, it must be in Sepedi in Zulu, just like that. In Venda, in English, in Afrikaans, let it be that. So we know that maybe it's the skill that you are developing is listening and speaking. In a maths lesson, it might be on counting. See what I saw happening in the classroom today. 2 eyes, 5 fingers. So this is still the same thing. And don't forget, when I don't think we'll have time, I wanted to explain to you what makes you get more marks clearer when you do your teaching. So I don't know if we'll get the time. And then skill is number recognition in mathematics. Life skills is still the same thing. It will be body awareness and movement. They might even go outside. I'm going to explain later that if your lesson did not need you to go outdoor, to do outdoor play or indoor play, skip that area. Just say not applicable. Don't be forced to feel everything. So it's long. You can, we don't expect you to complete everything. You complete only what was relevant for your class. But the key things must be there. And then grade R planning with, we are saying step 1, the theme, same for all. I'm summarizing for all 3 lessons. Step 2, learning areas focus, which can change per lesson, specific objective. What skills are you teaching? So when you write your objectives, if your lesson is going to be on counting, your learning objectives, remember they are SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, etc. You are going to make sure that your learning outcomes for that learning area, either life skills, mathematics, or language, should be talking to the lesson plan that you are presenting. More than this, I don't know what else to say. Now, for example, if your lesson is in language, focus on vocabulary. And your learners, we might want them to name the parts of your body. Mathematics counting, learners count. It's still the same theme. If it's life skills movement, learners move different body parts. That's your learning outcome. As simple as all that. Key principles: select one subject, the one thing, show integration through activities, one lesson focus, multiple learning connections that are bringing the integration. What to complete, the general info there, aims and objectives, theme discussion, one subject ring, assessment, reflection, and learning must be brief and link it to what you are going to teach. You know, once I went to one class, it's not all of them that were perfect. One class, the teacher was teaching a song. It's a new song. It was so long. If she said I must repeat with the learners, I would have failed. And they were just stumbling and not knowing what to do, and she just moved on. what to skip, other subject rings when you are focusing on the other. Outdoor play, if not used, I'm not saying you mustn't do it. If it's going to be movement, you're going to do outdoor play. That's where you're going to focus to tell us your activities. Irrelevant section, leave them and just write not applicable. And then if your method teacher doesn't understand, I spoke to you, you're going to be an expert and explain. Ne? And then example, this is what we said. I'm no longer going to repeat that. Common mistake, you're trying to fill all sections. The student that I said her lesson was good today. She was my last student. She filled in all sections. Then I was confused. Those sections can take 2 weeks when we're looking at them. And then no clear focus, copying examples, do one focus and theme link, and if make it play-based, remember, is in grade R. A final message, you are planning one lesson the whole day, keep it simple, focus, and integrated. Frequently asked question, should I prepare, this is general about the lesson. You'll tell me if you want me to go through to show you the supervision form a little bit. Yeah, we still have a few minutes. I want to give you a chance to ask questions before I get to those assessment forms. I know some of you might not have seen the assessment forms because some supervisors are doing differently. For me, I call all my students that I'm going to supervise. We go through the assessment form because I want you to understand what is it that is expected of you. Because I want you to score as many marks as possible. I don't want you here next year. Those people that were supporting you at home, they must start enjoying gifts that comes from you. And we can't say I can't get a job. John Maxwell say, luck is when an opportunity comes and you are ready for it. So if you have not completed your degree, even if they used to call you in that school and people go on leave, now a post is open, you won't go. I want you to be ready to be hired. So others don't do that. I'll do that as your module lecturer just to show you what is expected. Is it compulsory to go to schools for 25 consecutive days? Yes. We used to allow split and it didn't work. People were cheating. I'm confused as to how many grade R lessons to prepare and teach. Now we have the answer. Can you show me with emoji that we are now on the same page? Maybe I'm talking to myself. Are you agreeing? Show with the thumbs. Or you don't raise, oh, I'm going to teach you. Yes. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Now we know. And there are other people, when they call all the time, they start by saying, I'm confused. You know the power of the word. Maybe it's because I'm a Christian. Once you declare you are confused, the enemy will make you confused all the time. That's to say, I need clarity. Do I paste resources or just mention them? You paste and take a photo. Don't make many resources. Can you believe some of the portfolios, when you mark them, they are over 100 pages. They're resources. And you find that you are giving 2 or 3 marks for the resource. Why do you take the whole? It's not necessary. Just for me to see and how they link to what you were teaching. The first additional language in the school is Xhosa, Afrikaans, Sepedi, etc. Or Greek, I don't know if they will have it. Which language do I use when writing the lesson? You know, we really would love you to write in your own language, because we are contradicting ourselves. We are saying in foundation phase, we are encouraging home language, but or the language of teaching and learning should be a home language, but we are saying write in English. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources. If we had the resources, I'll have an assistant lecturer, academic, who speaks Venda, the other one who speaks Tsonga, the other one is Xhosa. We don't have them. So you are disadvantaging yourself if you write in Sepedi, because if I don't understand Afrikaans and I can't mark that portfolio, then it means even though I understand Sepedi, I won't mark yours. I'm trying to be, I'm one of the people who want to be fair to all of you. I don't want to have favorites. That's why we fight for you guys, those who are. We can talk about supervision, but before that, I'm going to give you a chance to ask questions. Deborah, did you have a question? There are those that were trying to do thumbs up and they did raise their hands. Now I'm confused now, like people who say, always say they are confused. Deborah, do you have a question? If not, I can lower your hand. And when you lower your hand, Deborah, just go where you have clicked and click again. It will go down. Deborah, go click the same place. It will go down.
Ma'am, I do have a question.
All right. Don't take long. Yes.
On the grade R lesson plans, I just wanted to know, do we use the topics provided or it will depend on the theme of the week when we are at school? Because I saw that there were topics provided for life skills, mathematics, and language.
Who can answer the question for me? You can just unmute and answer. What did I say? No, guys.
You said
What did I say?
you follow.
No, you said, ma'am,
you
ma'am.
Yes.
you said we must align with the school theme.
Yes, you
Yeah.
align with what is happening in the school. The principal will end up saying, I don't want students from here because they make us do the thing that happened in the first term. So you follow what is at school. But if it's mathematics, let it be mathematics. Don't put a language where there's mathematics. My patients, I'm looking at the numbers. Hey, we are not going anywhere. You don't mind to stay here?
No, we don't mind, ma'am. We don't
We
mind.
don't mind.
We don't mind,
I'm
ma'am.
asking
Don't
for
mind.
dinner.
We don't
We
You're
mind.
going to send me money
answer.
for dinner.
Carry on, ma'am. Carry on. We are here.
We actually love
Mahudi,
We don't mind. Ma'am,
we
it's
must have more
Marogodi.
sessions.
Yes,
It's
continue.
Marogodi, ma'am. I wanted to ask, I have already done grade R, and on 2 lessons, I followed the topics, just like on, I think it was language, I used my family, and they had already done it in term 1. My mentor teacher didn't mind us doing it
No,
again.
it's
So,
okay.
okay, ma'am.
If it means you have an agreement, it's okay. We won't make you fail. What we
Okay.
want is the features that we want in a sentence, in a lesson plan. It must
Okay,
be outcome based. That's what we want. Have all the phases. Rebon, you can put your hand down. Kolile. I'm going. Kolile. Or Kolile, did I mute you? I don't remember. Kolile, if she takes time, we are passing. Katlego?
Hello, ma'am.
Is it-
Yes, I have a question.
Uh,
Am I audible?
yes.
My question is about supervision. So my question is, are we being supervised twice? Because I'm done with my supervision on Monday, but today I received another email stating that I'll be supervised on the 21st by a different supervisor.
Just inform them that you have been supervised this once. One lesson once.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Lower your hand so that we see who comes first now. Number 3, Mary Lance. Kegan.
Good evening.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Are you talking to Madeleine Smith?
No, Mary.
Oh, yeah, Madeline. No, my baby pronunciation. Sorry. There's
Don't worry,
Mary
don't worry.
Lance Kekana.
That-
Kekana.
That's okay. Can I quickly ask a question?
Yeah,
Isn't it
Kekana,
Kekana,
just
ma'am?
Kekana, keep your, yeah, let her ask, you'll come in. Both of you will ask, and then let me take 3 so that we finish. After Madeleine, it will be Mary Lance and someone else then answer. Yes?
Okay, ma'am. I just want to ask, in there's specific date blocks that we have to do practicals. One of the one says from 5 May to 6 June, but 6 June is on a Saturday. Is it okay if I made my practical date from the 4th of May to the 5th of June, which is then precisely 25 days?
I will respond. Maybe I'll have to open and we check the actual dates as to what happened. The next one, I'll respond.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. I wanted to ask. Can you hear me?
You ask?
Okay. I wanted to ask regarding the supervision lesson plan template. Is it fine if, because I want to do phonics in Sepedi, is it fine if I write my lesson plan in both Sepedi and translate in English in the brackets?
Oh, such a lot of work. The next one, I'll answer you. The third one, I want to answer 3 questions. Violet?
Evening, ma'am.
Melus, okay.
Evening, ma'am.
Evening, Melus.
On our supervision, are we using which template are we using? Are we using the one that is in our portfolio, or which one do we use?
In your portfolio, I wanted to go through it a bit just to prepare you. I thought you say you don't mind. My master's and doctoral students are suffering today, but I'll see them. All right.
Okay,
let me answer the questions of the one was on, I'm going to forget now. The one was on the teaching practice dates. And the other one is the, let me, I'm busy opening the teaching practice dates to check what they say. There are people that are saying they are different from the one I just get, I don't know where we get this. Where is this? It's under resources. Let me check. I can even go to announcements because I did post the dates. You see how many announcements we have. You guys who don't visit. Placement and supervision. Tutorial 102 latest. This one we don't use. We used this one. Let's check the dates. Right. Let's go to the dates. Here are the dates. Is it what you have? 8 April to 26 June. Others told me that's the school duration, sorry. The date is 8 April to 14 May. And then we have got 14 May, we have got 18 May to 23 June. Is it what you have? 21 July.
No, that's not the one I have, ma'am. I think the tutorial letter, it's in additional resources 2 or second additional resources, and then it says final tutorial letter 102.
That one is not correct. That would be my fault. Under resources. In fact, you are supposed to use the one under, this dates means, let me check under resources.
I think it's second additional resources.
This one, latest. When we don't want to be with your kids in the class. Can you mute, please? We love them, but now this old people, adults matters. Here it is, the same.
No, it's still not the same one. Ma'am, can I email you the document that I got the dates from?
But I must find it here. I think we are in the same. I must find it here.
Yes, but
so if it was changed, it means you made a mistake when it was changed.
Okay.
because the teaching practice once used the dates that were not ours, and then we correct that. That's all what it can mean. So what you said you wanted to know if it's, well, stick with this one if you can. When are you going?
Excuse me?
Are you already at school, or is it the third term?
No, it's
The
a second
third
term
date.
practical. It's a second term practical, and I want to do it from the 4th of May to the 5th of June.
No. Still, why don't you stick to this one?
Okay, I'll stick to that one.
Stick to that
It's
one
fine.
so that we don't get complications.
It
If you have
just
already
means
done
I
the
have to go
topic,
and
Mr.
change my
Mangwa,
principal letter. Excuse me?
yeah, but if you have a confirmation letter, just post it on assessment one, then write to Mangwatu or to go to the principal and change with Mr. Mangwatu. She can change
Okay,
the
so
dates for you
I should stick to 18 May to June.
for assessment one, so that you don't waste time, because we won't penalize you for that. Even if you penalize, the marks don't work for, are not contributing to anything. So, yeah, all right. Then
Okay,
who
thank you,
else
ma'am.
was? Gekana, I answered you. Well, who said they need to know if they can be supervised twice? I've answered them. And then Gekana, did I answer you?
No.
What was it about? Somebody, can you have your mics muted until I call your name?
Ma'am,
Gekana?
it's Gekana. Yes. I wanted to ask if it's possible for me, because I'm willing to present a lesson in Sepedi, which will be phonics on
No, I answered. I said it's not possible. No, you don't. What if you are doing fun? Or if you are teaching can you imagine how big the portfolio will be? If all your lessons are taught in Spedi and are having English in brackets, why? Just do it in English. But when you are teaching fun, let's say it's in Sepedi or in Afrikaans, you are teaching concept. As you write it in English, but you are still going to write that those concepts in inverted commas in that language. If it's only when you are doing, what do you call it? Is FLP. What is that module? For first additional language. That one. That's the only one that you can do that. Write in English, please. I'm saying for now, we apologize. Maybe in the future, things will change. Did I answer? There was someone who, Melus, did I answer you? Who asked the question?
No, you did not, ma'am. Oh, I'm still here, ma'am. Good answer.
What was the, it means I'm going to forget. Let's go one by one. What did you ask?
I was asking on which lesson template are you supposed to use? I will go to the one that is
for the lesson. You please use from any of the portfolios, because one that is in the teaching practice pack that the supervisor might force you is for intermediate and senior phase. Our approach is different. We agreed with them. So take any template of the subject that you're going to teach, use it from your portfolio.
Whilst on that, can I please ask the question? If the supervisor forces you to use the one that they sent to you, do you continue using the other one or the one they sent to you? Because
yes,
you
write
need
to
send
me
them.
and copy them. Write to them, and Dr. Manyaga said I must use this and include Dr. Manyaga there. I'll explain. Because when I was doing training, I told them. It means they forgot or they were not there.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
But if you have already been supervised with it, as long as it has other faces, we'll try to work with it. But please, let's use the portfolio. Guguletu? Lile is still up, and I don't know whether it's a problem with the unmuting or what. Guguletu? Unmute. All right, the training is passing like the one for placement. Ellie? You're taking time to unmute. Ellie? Mary? Mary, you are unmuted. Do you want to ask a question? Mary Faber?
Hello.
Yes, Eli, at last.
Sorry, just when I want to unmute, I started buffering. Nevertheless, page 16 on assessment 3, the daily planner. Can you please provide me more clarity on how I get that completed?
The daily planner, you just, you can even ask the one at school and they give it to you. It's just a practice. It's not going to have many marks.
Okay,
Daily
because it
plan.
has,
Are we
yeah.
talking about the daily planner, meaning the lesson plan?
No, the daily plan, it's page 16 of assessment 3. It's asking for things like science and stuff that you'll be covering. And
that's
we don't.
it's like the same as if you can go to caps
Sorry,
and
not
copy
daily
that
planner, weekly planner.
weekly planner. That's why I'm surprised because
Yeah.
daily planner is the lesson plan.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's a weekly planner.
Yeah, you just if you can ask your mentor teacher to give you their weekly planner, you can write that one because it's relevant and it will have the lessons that you're going to teach on daily basis, like the ones for integrated in grade 1. Even in grade 1, you do integrate. I saw people doing it so beautiful. In fact, B.Ed foundation phase are doing well. So the daily planner is, the weekly planner is what will be taught for the whole week. Then out of it, there will be daily planner, which is your lesson plan for grade. Daily planner, which is lesson plan for grade R. And 1 and 3, we put it in one thing. I don't think it's a difficult thing. Do you find it difficult?
Yeah, with the grade R, the teacher couldn't explain to me about the science and the perceptual because that was not on her planner.
It's not in which planner?
On her weekly planner, the science lesson and the perceptual.
Let me look at it. Someone might be asking as I'm still opening.
Okay, I can ask
great.
Mama Nyaka.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know if we've experienced
Can you
quite a
mute
challenge
so that we can
with...
hear others? Let's give them a chance, please. Let's just respect them.
Okay.
Can you please go ka line?
Be ke le ka go ya ka line and ba bang ga ba unmute. If they don't unmute, it becomes a problem.
Okay.
All right, and we have got Google to as Google did not ask a question. Who was asking now? We'll go back to the line because
I was asking.
Kimam? Okay, go ahead.
Yes. I'm having a challenge with the TP office. They wrote a wrong address on my confirmation. So I emailed them and there's no response. So what do I do?
Who's them? We must solve the them first.
Okay, the teaching practice office.
Who's the teaching practice office? Guys who understand what I'm saying. Is there anyone with me? All right, if they don't have perceptual and science, we can replace them. Remember, I sent you an MS. Some of you don't know if that I posted it on my announcements. You can change it, ma'am, and use the themes that they are using. It's okay. This is just a practice to say to you in grade R, we use daily planners. It's not a big thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Who's them? Is there anyone who understand why I'm asking them or
the
who's
specific
them?
email or who the specific person was?
Who's the specific person? Who knows? I spoke about this, Ellie.
It is Mr. Mangwato.
Mr. Mangwato. So don't tell me about teaching practice people because maybe you sent to teach practice. Mangwato. Is there in a tutorial letter? Is there on this presentation? Is there in your announcement? I don't know how many times. So you can ask him to change the address. And when you send, you must attach whatever you're talking about. Google it is still a problem for you to unmute. I don't see number 2. Snamile, Kuteles.
Good evening, ma'am.
I'm
Ma'am,
here.
can you hear me?
Yes.
I wanted to ask, I started my practicals in grade 2 because in grade 1, in grade RN1, there was another student teacher. Should I adjust the dates or it's fine if I write I was in grade 2 this week?
It's wrong. When you adjusted the dates, it's fraud. Why didn't you talk to me? If you adjust the dates, it means I'm allowing you to do you guys understand that she's going to say she has been there during the third week while she was there during the first week? Just write it, but you were supposed to communicate with me. I made some people look for other schools because we can't start from grade 3 and then go to 1, then go to, we can't do that. It must be consecutive. So just leave it, but when you go and be communicate, don't start again. All right.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. I'm asking that because on the Telegram group, a lot of learners are saying we should adjust. There are a lot of us who started who didn't start in grade R because there were other student teachers in grade R.
Go tell them that mem says it's a fraud, and Telegram is not an official communication for UNISA. You should go to the queries that are the platform for queries and for student to talk that are on my UNISA. Go back and tell them that, guys, you are lying. And because you are saying that, we are going to penalize now. You're going to make us penalize. I've got people that we're going to mark together. They're listening.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you mute?
One last question, please. Since you're saying it's fraud,
I
so
am so sorry.
if the school places
mute until Snamile is done.
So,
you
ma'am,
tell
if
me
the
there are
school
30 hands
places
that are up. Snamile, finish one question at a time, please.
Okay, ma'am. If the school places you at a grade 2, what should you do then? If they say
You
a
should
grade 1?
refuse and say the school doesn't, the UNISA doesn't allow us, and then look for another school. They can't just they do that because they think it's doable. That's why you go to Telegram and you guys ask each other. And when you adjust the dates, you are committing fraud. We mustn't catch you because you'll be disciplined.
Okay,
all right,
thank you.
Brownlee.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Ma'am, I'm
evening.
doing 2
Mute,
practicals this
please,
year.
Butelis. Yeah, you're doing?
I'm doing 2 practicals this year. I just want to find out. So I'm doing my year 3 prac now. I'm in my second week, and I finish on the 15th of May. And I think the closing date for year 4, assessment 1, is, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the 18th of May. Will I still have a chance to submit and submit my replacement letter, or is it cutting it a bit too fine?
Your placement letter must be in by now.
But you see, I read on the tutorial letter, it said that I first have to complete my 3rd year, and then once I've submitted all 3 assessments.
No. When it comes to placement, you do it immediately.
So I can do
Placement
it
is like
now.
you are sending a schedule that I'm going to go to schools at that date.
Okay,
so that has got nothing to do with those, what they mean the portfolios. You must finish your portfolios, submit, but your placement, even if it's the 3rd term, already you have the letter from the principal, you apply, you get the confirmation letter with the school information, you submit assessment 1. Don't wait.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Luandi.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, the text is too full. If you don't talk, I'm passing. Brownlee?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Brownlee is this, yes, but Brownlee, are you answered? Oh, yes, Lerato?
Yes, ma'am, thank you. You answered my question.
Or Lerato? Lerato Muluko, you are unmuted. Talk. I'm going to pass. 1. Umaira?
Sorry, ma'am. You have to unmute Lerato's mic.
Oh, she was the one who was stowed. Yes, Lorato, try to talk. Unmute. Unmute, Lorato. I've allowed you. Yes.
Thank you so much. I was answered. It was regarding the topics in terms of aligning with the specific grade or
All right. Thank you.
or adhering to the TPF topics.
Okay, you can mute now and lower your hand. Yumaira?
Evening,
I don't know
ma'am.
how to pronounce it. Yumaira?
Yes, evening,
Lorato,
ma'am.
mute, please, and lower your hand.
I just wanted to ask, I still have not been contacted via email in terms of when I will be supervised. Will it be done via Teams or in person? Because I'll be starting my practicals on the 4th of May.
You have, or you are starting on the 4th of May?
For TPF 3703, yes. I'm also doing 2 practicals for this year.
So when you start on the 4th of May, when are you going to do TPF 3704?
I'll be starting that in the 3rd term.
Yeah, it's still far, but you have a right to call the supervisor when you go to school and they haven't contacted you.
Okay, so they haven't. I still have 2 weeks before I start, basically.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's still far. Yeah, it's still far.
Is it still far?
It's
Okay, so
still
I don't
far.
have to worry
Yeah.
now. Okay, it's
Oh,
fine.
but when you are about when the first day you go to school, call the supervisor. We are still busy with the list that we got for those who started now.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I
But
understand.
it's your responsibility. You can't say I wasn't supervised because they didn't contact me. You're going to be a teacher next year. You are independent. Lorato, lower your hand.
Yes, I understand.
Yumaira, you can lower yours as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Luandile, I think you were answered. Yes, lower your hands, guys. You just click where you had put your hand up. You are sorted. Cynthia?
Oh, okay, ma'am. I think I've got my answer.
Okay, thank you. Non-cancer? Faith?
Afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
I want to ask this, ma'am. I don't know if it's okay, but I'm living in a rural area. I haven't got my placement confirmation letter. Here, signal is very poor, ma'am. So I just want to ask if I lost the signal during the supervision, what happens?
The supervisor will try again. Is then and we can't say you go anywhere because we need the learners to be there.
Okay.
And remember, for us to go, I wouldn't come here in Limpopo if I didn't have a certain number of students because the university wants to save. They can't pay for a hotel and a car, and I go and see 3 people or a flight in Eastern Cape. It won't work. Do you already have the supervisor?
No, I don't have ma'am yet.
You haven't placed yourself. You don't have a confirmation letter.
Yes, I haven't received it yet.
But you applied.
Yes, I applied, ma'am. I'm asking if my supervision will be online.
You're not
If it's
answering the
happened, that it's
question. I'm
online.
surprised that you don't have a confirmation by now. When did you apply?
I applied this month, ma'am, and my practical starts on that term.
Oh, but I think you must follow up so that you will tell the supervisor when they communicate with you that we will do online if you want online, but I might have a problem with connectivity. And say that in time so that if there's anyone who's going that side, they can hand you over to that person.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Rapi, Mpo?
Good evening, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to ask a question. I wanted to submit my assignment 1, but when I
do you
sent my
allow me
form,
just to stop this recording because it's going to be too long And I don't know why somebody recorded. Let me just stop recording. All right. And also